Okay, so I wanted to make one of these videos where I show you guys what I'm bringing on the trip. So in case you guys don't know, me and the rest of the PKA crew are going on a survival trip, and we're taking very limited gear, and we're staying in the woods for 5 days. So let's get to it. This is the stuff I'm bringing, and I wanted to show just about everything. So I've got this Nike Dry Fit undershirt I'm going to be wearing, and then that's just my favorite pair of underwear, nothing special about that. Got these board shorts here. I think they'd be good for slipping on when it's hot, maybe when I've got to do some makeshift laundry in the river or makeshift bath in the river. That's a Patagonia thermal undershirt. It's long sleeve, really warm. I sweat just looking at that thing. This is my 511 tactical long sleeve shirt. That's going to be great. It's got tons of loops and pockets and things like that. Regular old hat and sunglasses. And then I got my Game of Thrones stocking cap, my Batman belt. That belt costs way more than I'm willing to admit. Just some regular old cargo pants. I felt like those were going to come in handy, and they're kind of in between. That's what I'll wear during a normal like 70-degree day. I've got my mandals, and a lot of you made fun of them in my last video, and I don't blame you. They look pretty silly, and I won't be wearing them in public or where there's people around or anything like that. But if you're going to be stepping in and out of bodies of water, feet are going to be getting wet, then dry, then wet, then dry, and it's a decent climate, they're perfect. I'm also going to wear some sneakers for hiking around, like some sort of outdoorsy sneakers, but that's it. Bringing gloves because we're going to be working with knives, dead animals, not bathing for a long time, no soap handy, so gloves just seem to make sense. So that's all my clothing. Oh, and those socks. I think that pair on the left actually has like a lifetime warranty. Those are really thick, really good wool socks. So let me show you my gear. Alright, so this is my bag. It's a Maxpedition single strap, lightweight backpack. It's got tons of pockets, loops, all that good stuff, and you can just put so much stuff in it. It's also got a really good, perfectly sized actually, water bottle holder that's going to fit my Nalgene bottle, which you'll see in a second. That's my bedroll, just to the right of it. It's just a 1/2-inch foam pad. It unrolls, lays flat, and keeps you off the ground. That was something we talked about from the beginning of the trip, that we'd have bedrolls. And then I got a lot of SOG gear. SOG was nice enough to send me a lot of stuff for this trip, and they actually sent me a SOG Force knife to give away to you guys. It's pretty similar to that SEAL Team Elite, except the blade shaped differently. So left to right, I've got a really lightweight SOG entrenching tool. It folds up, has a saw on the handle, fits in that bag nicely. That's my SEAL Team Elite. I think we're all carrying those. They're in the center. Also in this little case, that's an Aura. It's good for, it's a skinning knife basically. It'd be good for fish, I think, as a makeshift fillet knife, and it'd be great if we gut and skin any animals. So this is one of the things that some people might not like. These pliers here are the only real good way to skin a catfish. And in case you don't know, catfish have skin like eels. You got to skin them, you got to rip it off. It's hard to do. If you guys don't want me to take them, I won't. I think that's one of the few things that make life easier that I just decided to bring. But if there's an uproar, I'll leave them in the car. This is a pretty handy gadget, and I thought it'd be great for video purposes. It's basically just 2 loops for handles attached to a chainsaw blade. Wrap it around the tree and pull back and forth, you saw a tree down. Just to the left, I decided that I definitely wanted a hatchet for the trip, for hacking stuff up and making firewood and shelters and that sort of thing. So that's a SOG camp hatchet. I don't know the exact name of it. I'll link all this stuff in the description. This is my fishing rod. They didn't send us that for free. It's a really tiny fishing rod. If you've seen Woody's video, you know what's up. It's in lots of little pieces in there. I'm not going to fuck with it. On top, just a roll of fishing line, cheap stuff, and some hooks. As far as camera gear, that's pretty much it. I've got my GoPro. I've got this HD flip cam, memory cards, batteries, and I'm actually taking a mobile charging point type device. It's about as big as that flip cam, but it's a big battery, and it'll charge USB devices. I'm bringing some ammo for Woody, 357 Magnum and 22 Subsonic, and obviously more paracord. This is actually a cool little gadget. I picked it up. It was like $7 on eBay, on Amazon, and basically you've got a paracord ball, and on the inside there's a few little gadgets. There's some tinder, some fish hooks, some line, a few other little things you might need for survival. No food. I just thought it'd be cool to show off. The space blanket there, that's not for covering up with. I'm going to make a fire reflector out of it. And I'm not going to get too long-winded with it, but it'll be cool. You guys will see it in the videos. That's my life straw there. Don't think I need it for this trip because Woody's bringing a water filter, but I wanted to put it to some good use. It weighs almost nothing, and I've got it. Obviously wet wipes because I don't want to wipe my ass with poison ivy and die. On top of that, those are glucose tablets, which is basically sugar, and those are only for Wings, only if he's having a hypoglycemic attack. So it's really just a Wings of Redemption excuse eliminator device. That's how I refer to that. Moving on, my 32-ounce wide mouth Nalgene bottle because it fits the water filter perfectly. That's the only bit of cookware we're bringing. That little metal cup, they're like $5 everywhere. And I saw that Wings was going to bring this really big Gerber machete, and so I thought just in case we wanted to have a knife fight, I would bring my Japanese samurai sword. This was forged in Okinawa. I think it still folded 400 or 500 times, something like that. So maybe we'd have a nice sword fight, and might just bring my SBR too. So that's the gear. You've seen the clothes, but this is the gear, and it seems like a lot, but it's really not. These tools aren't really going to do much for filling our bellies, and neither is really any of this. So I think it's going to be a rough trip, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. So stay tuned to more videos, and check the description if you're interested in any of this SOG stuff.